one-to-many association mapping. So inside one-to-many association mapping, we have this example to understand this. Suppose there is a customer and accounts. So one customer can have multiple accounts. So it is one to many accounts. One customer to many accounts. And we are going through one-to-many association mapping. So what we do in association mapping, whenever we have criteria to establish relationship between two persistence class, suppose customer and accounts or customer and address, these are different persistence class. So when we want to establish a relationship between two persistence class, then we take help of association mapping. So customer has an address or address has a customer. Now in one-to-many association mapping, when a single customer is going to have multiple accounts, so how we can manage these things inside a table? Look right here. In case of one-to-one association mapping, here is the table of customer and here is the table of address. So what we did, we create a foreign key relationship between two columns. One column is inside customer table. We created this column called my add, and another column we took is from the address table AID. So AID is primary key also inside the address table. So we establish a relationship of foreign key constant between these two tables. So what is happening right here? First we inserted our customer in customer table and then we inserted our addresses inside address table. Now which address belong to which customer? For that what we have to do is first we load the customer to which we want to provide address. Suppose session.load and we load the third customer, and with that corresponding customer object, what we are going to do, we are going to use setter method to add values in this column my add, and we also have to load the address that we want to provide to the particular customer. So we loaded the third customer and we loaded the address at fourth primary key. Then we use setter method from the customer object and we setted this particular address that we have loaded. So this 4 primary key will get inserted inside the corresponding row of this third customer. So this is how we are establishing a relationship between these two tables. But what is happening right here is one customer, suppose 3, is going to have only one address, not multiple address. Or even if you can say, like suppose for address 4, there is going to be only one customer, not multiple customers. But in case of one-to-many, we are going to have, for one customer, we are going to have multiple accounts. So how to do that in our table? Suppose we got customer table right here. We created our account table right here in case of one-to-many association mapping. Then we inserted some customers in our customer table. We provided some accounts in our account table. Now we want to assign multiple accounts to single customer. Suppose for customer 1, we want to assign multiple accounts. In this case, if suppose we are maintaining a new column, if we are maintaining new writer, suppose my account, if we are maintaining this column right here and then we are connecting these both as a foreign key, we make a new column inside our customer and we connected this my customer column with the AID of account as a foreign key. Now for this customer 1, if we want to assign him multiple accounts, here is the multiple accounts 4, 5, 6, here is the customers 1, 2, 3. We want customer 1 to have multiple accounts. So suppose we want assign account number 4 to this customer 1. If we are going to provide 4 right here, and then again we want accounts 5 to belong to customer 1, then how we are going to do that? For customer 1, there is an account, we provided 4th account, but right now we also want him, customer 1, to have account number 5, because one customer can have multiple accounts. So there is one account for customer 1. Now we want to assign him also account number 5. So how you are going to do that? If we are going to, we can't do this like in the same cell, we can't do multiple values. So this is wrong. This is not the way to do that. So how we are going to do this one-to-many association mapping? For that, what we are going to do is we are going to maintain the foreign key relationship inside the accounts table. So inside the accounts table, when we are going to create a new column, suppose my customer, and then we are going to establish relationship between this new column, my customer, and the CID, which is primary key in a customer table. What we did, we established a foreign key relationship between this new column of my customer, which is inside the accounts table, and between the CID of customer table. So this CID and my customer is in foreign key relationship right now. So if what we want right here, we want customer 1 to have multiple accounts. Suppose we want customer 1 to have account number 4 and 5. So what we are going to do inside this accounts table, we are going to use the object of accounts, and then we are going to use setter method to set the customer. Suppose we are going to load first account number 4, session.load, we are going to provide account class, then we are going to provide this primary key 4, then we will get accounts object. Using that object, what we are going to do, we are going to use setter method to add the customer. So that account object with that account object, suppose right here, what we are doing, we are using session.load, and inside that account.class, and then we are providing the CID, that which class we want to load. Suppose we want to load 4th class, we are going to get account object. Now with this account object, ACC reference variable, we are going to call setter method, set customer. and then we are going to provide the particular customer. So we also have to load the customer first, like this. Suppose we loaded customer 1, customer, so here you can see what we are doing. We created, in case of one-to-many association mapping, we created customer table, accounts table. Now we want customer 1 to have multiple accounts. For that, we are not going to maintain foreign key right here. Right here, we are not going to maintain foreign key. We are not going to create column right here, because if we want to one customer having multiple accounts, then suppose for customer 1 we mentioned account 4 right here, but we also want account 5 to belong to customer 1, then we can't do something like this right here. So for doing that, we will maintain the foreign key relationship into the account side. We will create column in the accounts table, not in the customer table. So we are not going to do in the customer side. We are going to maintain in the account side. We are going to maintain foreign key relationship into the account side. Now we have multiple customers, multiple accounts. We want to assign multiple accounts to customer 1. So what we are going to do, we are going to load customer 1. We got here customer object. Then we are going to load account 4. We want to assign account 4 to the customer 1. Then we are going to use this object ACC to call setter method, set customer. Then we are going to pass this cust. This cust is coming from here, inside which we have customer 1 here, customer 1. So 1 will be placed right here in front of 4th account. I think you got the idea. Now what if we want to provide the customer 1 account 5? We want account 5 to belong to customer 1. Again we are first going to load customer, and then we are going to load account 5. Account right here, we are going to load account 5. We are going to load account 5, and then inside that account object, with the help of that account object, we are going to use setter method, and we will set this customer. Inside this customer, what we have? We have account 1. So in this case, what will happen? In the account which is 5 right here, customer 1 is here that we loaded, is going to get placed. So you can see what happened right here. For customer 1, multiple accounts got added, but we didn't maintaining foreign key relationship into the customer side. We are maintaining foreign key relationship in the account side. So there is a new column inside the account table in which we are going to maintain foreign key relationship between this my customer new column and with the ID of account customer table. So what happened right here? We added multiple accounts. This account 1 got added in front of account 4, and also this account 1 got added in front of account 5. So account 1 and account 1 can have multiple, not account 1, customer 1, this is customer 1, and customer 1 can have multiple accounts 4 and 5. So this is how you maintain one-to-many relationship as association mapping. Now it's time to do codes for one-to-many association mapping. So we just have to create the customer table and accounts table, and then we have to mention in accounts table foreign key relationship between this new my customer column and between the columns from the customer table, which is CID. So we have to maintain the foreign key relationship right here. This is foreign key relationship. So we are going to do code for one-to-many association mapping in next video. So stay tuned.